Hey guys, what is up? So, out here today, and many years ago, I had made a fire barrel, basically, for a fire pit for my grandma. Well, it has finally rusted out, and she asked me to make her a new one. Well, I don't have anything to really make it out of except my tank that I use for sandblasting. The sandblaster itself is never, I got it give to me, and it has never really worked right. So I'm going to take it and take it apart, and we're going to use it to make a burn barrel out of, or a something like that. You'll see. So here we go. All right guys, so what I got is the good old sandblaster that doesn't really work, and we're going to take all this crap off of it because we don't need it, but I'm going to keep it because I can always make something with this stuff. So here we go. And yes, there's my daughter. She's here to help today. We're just going to unbolt all this stuff we don't need. And most of it's pretty loose already. Oh, well, that's great. It broke. This part was actually already bad, but I'm going to keep every one of these fittings because them freaking fittings are expensive if you go to buy one. So let's see here. Try to get in here to get to it. There we go. Actually had a little bit of pressure on it still. Side off. So like I said, we're going to keep every bit of this, but you got to take it all apart. There we go. Now we can twist it off here. Ouch. Popped the old wrist. That felt great. It is blazing hot in here, Willow. Aren't you hot?
No.
Must be nice. Because I sure as crap am. This would make a great air filter for our shop, actually. Might use that on something. I've been thinking about hooking another tank into our air stuff here in the shop. Give us a little bit more volume. Now this thing actually probably still has some media in it, so we're gonna have to address that. Might just take the shop vac and suck it out. So I really don't know how in the hell that comes off of there. How does that come off of there? There ain't no friggin' way you can get that off there.
Can you rip this page out?
Huh?
This page.
Can I rip it out?
This page.
Try. Here. So, let me see. How in the crap does this come off of here? You can tell I've never had this thing apart. It's got a lock on it. How does that come off? Lock is like jammed. Come off of there. Oh, there went our gasket. Oh, we might want that. Lay it over here for now. Okay, so with that kind of turned out of the way, not very much, I don't think. Yeah, I can't do it any further with that. Let's see. Let's see if we take this handle off. Maybe now we can unloosen this. Almost. It's still hitting this. Damn. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we put our handle back on this so we don't lose it. And then this unscrews somehow. Take the gauge off. Ow. Yeah. Let's see if we can break our finger. Holy crap. That thing is tight. Might need a pipe wrench. Willow, can you go in the drawer and get Daddy a pipe wrench? I don't know which drawer. Look at the one that says Summit on it. See if it's or the one below Summit. Sorry. All the way at the bottom. Down. Down. Yes, that drawer there. Is there a red pipe wrench in there? Yes, that is a pipe wrench. What'd you do? Did you hurt your finger? Are you okay? There you go. That is a pipe wrench. Now you're an official.
Friends?
Now you're an official plumber. Good.
What did you just say?
Nothing. Love you. Holy mother. There we go. Ah, she's moving. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh God, you're ruining a perfectly good sandblaster. No, it's a piece of crap. This thing has not worked since the first day I've gotten it. And I've tried everything to get it to work. Well, you know what? We might leave that in there. Be kind of cool looking. Keep that in there. All right. So, got that part done. Got all that off. Now, I gotta flip it on its side, or on its back, I should say, and we gotta take all the stuff off the bottom. So, let's do that. Oh yeah, and this thing definitely has something in it. Oh, crunchy sounding.
Maybe it might be a tarantula.
I don't think it's a tarantula, honey, but it's crunchy sounding. Actually a good leader hose. We'll use that for something. Let's see. Get this hose clamp off. Maybe. Ah, it's on me. It's hard to say what's going to fly out of this thing. I did have some glass media in it, trying to get it to work to sandblast some aluminum at one point, but I could never get it to work, and I even tried regular just sand in it, and it didn't want to work. Oh, that's nice. Yes. Yes, fall out of there. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. So, get that loose. We can go ahead and just do this. Get it all out of there. Maybe that's why this thing doesn't work so well. Is that cut off? I don't care. It's going to the trash dump. Or not to the trash dump, but it's going to be used as a fire barrel. It's got a lot of moisture in it. I know that. Nasty. Good thing we got a shop vac. And just suck all this up out of the floor when we're done. There we go. It's got a good mixture of stuff in it. And we'll keep the hose and we'll keep all the fittings. That way, if I ever come across another one that's in better working shape, we'll have all that. Or I could actually build one. It doesn't take much to build one. I've got a really big tank over there I could use. But this thing's got a 50-pound bag in it. We shall see. So, I'm gonna go get some stuff together. I gotta get cut-off wheel, and I've got to get glasses and all that stuff. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's how much came out.
It had a lot more in it than I thought.
Yeah, there's more coming out.
We'll take care of it.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a mess to clean up.
So,
So,
do me a favor here, Willow, and plug that in to the cord right there. Actually, you're gonna have to go get that adapter because that.
I'm not getting this.
I'll go.
That,
Let me go by. Just drop it. I'll get the adapter. Do you want to vacuum it up?
maybe.
I've still yet to find my freaking safety glasses.
Yeah, he's still finding his safety
There
glasses.
they are. I found them. Okay, so plug in the vacuum here, kid.
Okay. Get too big back.
Alright, turn it on and go to town. Suck all that up. So, this thing had a lot more in it than I thought. Yeah, it's a little dusty. Take that in. Woo! I think we need to clean the filter. Keep going. Here, I'm gonna open the door.
You won't believe it.
So that's how much we got sucked up out of it, thanks to my little helper. I'm sure that'll be fun to dump out.
Yeah, and it will be. So,
All right.
shut you guys back down.
All right. So I got that part done, and what we got to do now is,
There's a golf cart.
yeah, it's getting there, guys. I still haven't got to drive it yet or get it out. Shop's a mess, and we had company, so I didn't have time to really mess with anything.
Yeah, my aunt and my uncle came.
Yeah. So, shine right here. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut a door in it, something like this, and put it on hinges, weld hinges to it. So, my grandma likes to sit here and put firewood and whatever she can find in it. And
I
burn
pick
it.
up sticks and put it in
Yeah,
there.
she
And
put
then
sticks in it.
And then
So,
she burns it.
what we're gonna do is I'm gonna lay this thing on its back like this, and I'm gonna draw out a line of where we need to. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a ruler here and just try to make the straightest line as I can. to make us a door, and try to keep within the same amount on both sides. I got a paint marker that I'm going to use. So, hang on guys. I'm struggling. Here, okay. Good?
Yeah, it's
All right.
good.
So we're going to take this paint marker, and I'm just going to draw a line. So which side is inches on this thing? Alright. China.
Shine.
So, let's see. How long do I want the door? Or how wide do I want the door? I'm going to say... is that an 8? Yeah, we'll go 8 inches wide. So right there. Better mark the other side where I come up with the 8.
You're so funny.
So right there.
You're
That'll be
so
our
funny.
start points. So we'll just go ahead
The feet.
and draw. I'm trying to draw straight.
Sorry.
Oh shit! What you made me do?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Can you go get me paper towels?
Yeah, I'll be right back. There ain't none on the ramp.
Yeah, you'll have to go get them in my house. So, thanks to my helper, I made one hell of a disaster. Somebody was kicking it while I was trying to draw. Oh well, they're only little once, guys. But she is a dang good helper.
Hey guys, so I found out my dad just ruined my ruler.
My bad.
So he has to get me a new one.
Yeah, well, I didn't think that, you know, a little bit of brake clean would eat right through the plastic on this thing, but apparently it does.
No duh.
So we don't know how many inches to go now.
And plus, he bended it.
Well, that part's okay. We had to get the paint marker off that you made me spill everywhere.
Of course. I did not make you spill that.
Yeah, you did. You kicked the thing. So we're just gonna guess. Don't! I don't want to do it again.
I want to do it again.
I don't.
I do. So you can buy me another one.
Well, I've already got to buy you one. Don't. I can't make a straight line because of it. So we're just gonna make a mark on the ruler since it's already screwed.
I feel you. We're doing that. I'm gonna go tell your mom for good news.
Well, that's fine. I don't think Grandma cares, but tattletale. So let's try that. It ain't gotta be perfect, but I gotta have some way to know kind of where I'm cutting at. I have no idea how accurate this is because I don't have any numbers to go by. Kind of looks like a door. Maybe. Close enough. Anyway, other than covered in paint and everything else. So we got that marked out best we can with what we have. Now I gotta take the good old cut off, and I'm gonna cut across, down, over, blah blah blah, cut that completely out, and then clean it up, and we'll weld some hinges here and here, and then I'll make a handle out of something to put on it. So let me grab my stuff and we will cut this out. Alright, so we got it cut. Now we got to pop it out of there.
How?
I need a screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver. That'll work. Be very careful. It's hot. Okay, alright. Now I need a pair of pliers to grab it.
Oh, I know. I can.
Anything's fine. Anything will work.
Mommy.
Just be very careful because it's hot. You're probably gonna have to wiggle it a little, like back and forth. There you go. Don't drop it down in there. There you go. Just bring it out and lay it right on the floor. Good job. All right. Now,
How much more?
there's more in there we're gonna have to vacuum out. I don't know if you guys can see down in there, but there is quite a bit more that we're gonna vacuum out of there. So,
Let's turn this on.
yeah, you gotta plug it in first.
Tell me when to eat these by your boy.
Okay. Just, there you go. All right, guys, it is hot. So we got all that. We got the door cut off. I'm gonna take the flapper here in a second and go through and just knock this edge down so it's not sharp, and then I'll do the same thing with the door. I think I've got some hinges. If not, then I can make a set of hinges. I just got to get basically a bolt and like a nut or something and drill it out smooth, and that'll work. But I might have some hinges. I just gotta look around. So
I wanna.
all right, so
Let me-
she's gonna hold the camera.
Let me have the camera facing on me.
Okay.
Corey?
Yeah.
So,
Why is it always Corey? Why isn't it Dad?
Corey.
I am Dad, you know.
Corey.
All right, here, here's the black.
By the way, you're wondering about the cords to plug it up. Yeah. So, we today are called superheroes.
What?
Nothing.
So I need you to do me a big favor.
Yeah.
I need you to move over there. Hey, I need you to move over there because I don't want to hit you. All right.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm just going to go through and knock this down a little, make it less dangerous. Put the camera on.
Oh, you hurt me.
Well, I didn't know it.
I'm sorry, guys, if it's a sucky film. I'm sorry. I'm just a terrible YouTuber.
I got that pretty much grinded down, and I've got to go find some hinges, and I got to grind down the door. So give me a few minutes and I'll find some hinges maybe, or try to come up with something. Alright guys, so did find some hinges, and got this pretty much prepped so we can weld our hinges in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot a self-tapping screw in it right here and right here to hold the hinges in place just till I get it tack welded, and then we can remove the self-tapping screw and weld that up. So get this camera set back up. So, hopefully you can see that. So, I'm going to take an actual drill bit and drill first, and just drill a hole right there. Alright, got our 2 holes drilled, and of course I've got to line everything back up. That's just testing. So now we're going to get our hinges and our self-tapper, and right through this hole. Boom, just like that. And just like that. Now we can set our door where we want it. Hinge a little, make everything kind of straight. Don't have to be perfect. It's just going to be used to burn in. She just wants it to look half decent, you know. So with it like that, I think we're pretty much good to go to fire up the welder and just throw a couple tacks around everything and see how the door works. Alright, so I got the welder hooked up, I got the door set where I want it, and we're going to go ahead and tack this thing in place. Alright, so with it tacked in place, I'm going to pull out that piece of metal, and I want to make sure the door closes right. Should be pretty much perfect, just like that. I'll put a little stopper in there and weld it so it can't go no further. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the self-tapper, because that's just gonna melt when it gets hot. So So now I'm going to go ahead and weld the hinges on pretty decently. I ain't going to do a lot to them, but just enough to make sure they are strong. Turn this thing over this way, because I am welding in shorts like an idiot. But it is what it is. Alright, so I think that's welded pretty good. Now our next thing is going to be to make a stopper and a handle. And I'm just going to take a piece of this stuff I got over here, clamp it in it, and weld it. Alright, so I got this set up, and pretty much all I'm going to do is just lay a couple tacks on it just to hold it. All it's going to do is just hold that door from when you shut it, that it can't go all the way in, and then we're going to make a handle for it and basically use another one of these as the latch part with a bolt. Be pretty simple. And then a handle, I thought about using this. That thing is super freaking heavy. I don't know if I'll use that or if I'll find something else. The thing is just, I don't know, it's ridiculously heavy. So let me go ahead and weld that. And now our door, when closed, can't go no further in than that. Good enough. Alright guys, so got that pretty much done. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole right here, and we're going to put a handle on it. So I found this old wrench that's pretty much shot because it's stripped out, and I'm going to weld that screw in there, or bolt, and it's going to go in here like this. And then on the back side we're going to put a little piece, kind of like what we put down here, that when you close it, it stays. And then I'll probably have to weld a little lip or something, or we might do it right here where it actually has that lip. So that's what we're going to do now. So now I got to drill a hole just like that. And I'll switch bits. We're going to go to the Mac Daddy bit. Alright, so got our hole drilled. This is going to be our stopper, or holder, I should say. So this will go in here like that. This will go here. It's probably a washer. And then close. This through here. Then another washer. Like that. Then probably this. Another washer. And then the nut. Like I said, we'll have to weld all this together to make it work.
These are my tie-dye shirts.
How'd they come out?
Show the camera.
So we've been doing some tie-dye. I can't touch it, honey. And this is her shirts that we just done. They come out pretty awesome. Show me your other one there. Hold it up. Other way. There you go. Yeah, that one come out pretty good too. So we done some tie-dye stuff.
That's yours that you made.
That's the one I made.
This is the one I made.
Awesome. So yeah, we done some tie-dye stuff.
I have a lot more.
Yeah, we got more to do.
You even have yours.
I know. I made one too, didn't I?
Yeah.
But basically, you get the idea. It's gonna be like this, and then this will pivot and come up and latch. But we got to weld all this together. You can't just leave it, you know, like that, or it won't work. You want it to pivot here, but you don't want these to pivot, if that makes sense. So we'll go ahead and tack weld it all and see what happens. I think it'll work just like that. I guess we'll find out. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Weld that together. So I got that set pretty much how we want it. I'm going to go ahead and weld the nut to this, and then I'm going to weld all this together back here on the back side. Okay, so I think that'll work. Now I just gotta weld the nut, or the bolt, to the actual nut. That looks pretty tight. Works that way though. Yes. Ow, that's hot. I don't know why, but it moved. Didn't have it welded good. Without burning the shit out of myself. Does it work? Yes. It does. Yes. So we will let that cool off. Now we've got one more thing that we're going to do, and that is put a smokestack on it, so it's not blowing back in your face or right up in your face. And to do the smokestack, I'm going to put it right on this part right here, right where this is clamped. We're going to put a piece of pipe on. Got this piece of pipe, I think I can get it to go down on there with a little bit of persuasion. See, that looks pretty straight. Just throw a weld around it. Call it a day. I don't think we got to fully weld it, but just enough to hold her on there. And that should direct the smoke out of there. Oh, yeah, that's hot. Woo! Still warm. There she pretty much is. Of course, I've got to wipe it down, and I'm gonna put some high temp paint on it just to keep it from rusting. I don't really care what it looks like, and she don't either. She just likes to sit out there and burn. She said it's relaxing to her to sit out there and just throw some stuff in this and burn. So I'm gonna wipe it down, and then we'll throw a coat of paint on it. Cleaned it up. It don't look too bad, but we're still gonna put paint on it because it'll rust if we don't. So there's what she looks like. Not too shabby. Everything does work. There's our handle for our door, and you can open it either way, up or down, it doesn't matter. So let's throw some paint on this thing, let it dry, and then we'll take it to her. I'm just going to use some 500-degree engine paint. I'm sure it's not hot enough or strong enough for the heat it'll put out, but it'll do something. Alright guys, so there it is. Big old black fireplace, fire pit, whatever you want to call it. It's turned out pretty decent. I'm going to leave the wheels on it. I don't know, it might get hot enough to melt them. If it does, then we'll fix it up a little bit different. But I think it looks pretty damn cool. Pretty neat. She'll be happy with it, I know, because she's been hounding me for a couple weeks now to get her one built, and I just haven't had time. Like I said, had family in. I've went back to work, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing dry, and once it does, I'll load it up and take it over to their house and let her have it. So alright guys, so we got the fire pit or fireplace, whatever you want to call it. It's done. I got it loaded in the back of the truck, and we are gonna ride over and surprise my grandma with it. So
yes, and we are, and we're gonna get my grandparents and his grandparents on camera.
On camera.
For the first time ever.
What you got that way?
Nothing.
Nothing? Alright. So, hopefully it's not too loud in here because I've got the AC on, because it's like hot, hot.
Outside.
It's like 80-some degrees. High humidity.
Plus, we're driving, so it makes a lot of racket.
Yeah. So,
Oh, should we tell them about I giving my toys away to my cousins?
you can.
Well, I have some Paw Patrol, a lot of it, and a lot of Peppa Pig. So, my cousins that live in Minnesota, Luca and Veda, they love Paw Patrol and Peppa Pig, but they don't have it. So, I decided to surprise them with it and give it to them. And then they told my aunt, "It's Christmas!" And then they started, and then, yeah, they got really excited. They took every single toy home and only left a few at their grandma's. That's all they left.
Well, alright guys. We'll see you when we get over there. Alright guys, so we're here. And I'm going to hand the camera off to her. Hang on. Hang on, let me adjust the camera. So she's going to take over recording so I can get this thing unloaded.
Yeah, if you can. Yeah. Let me just get out of here, and I'm going to go see them. So, as you can see, it's really sunny. So, we're going to take this to the back, and we're going to surprise them. I think they're back here, but I don't know. Yeah, so they're not out here, but I'm gonna go inside. Nani,
Oh my gosh, what you got? Oh,
say hello.
oh my gosh. That is so cool.
Say hello.
Wah-ho-ho-ha.
My grandparents.
That is Nick.
Birdies, say hi. They won't.
You are on real Cody.
You made
Oh
that.
my gosh. Oh my,
You can even roll it around.
That's so nice to let sit out there.
oh my gosh. That is so cool.
So, guys, this is the finished process. We've got it, and it's done. It's done.
So let's see. So there's the one I made years ago, and like I said, it's just finally rusting apart. The whole back of it here is just rotting out, and that's mainly from the fire.
Yeah, me.
But yeah,
This is the new one.
this is the new one, and the other one didn't have a door on it. This one's got a door, so yeah, hopefully they like it. There's my grandpa.
There's
So
nice to burn up, man.
all right guys, we'll catch you later. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like stuff like this, let me know, drop a comment. I'll do a couple more videos on just odd and end stuff like this. Have not done nothing with the golf cart. She is just sitting there. I'm gonna get the tires aired up, but I gotta clean out all this mess. I mean, this shop is a absolute disaster, and it's hard to do any of that while I'm working. So maybe if you guys subscribe enough, you know, maybe I can quit my job, but I doubt it. But we'll find out. We'll see what happens. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. About 99% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. So y'all have a great one. Thank you.